Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. For today's video, the beer's courtesy Athletic. Thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. So this one I have had, in actually decent amount of times, but it's always been, and this is why why I'm really curious to do a review of it where I'm only focusing on the beer, is I've had this out let's say half a dozen times probably, but it's always when I'm out with my family, I have a beer, and then maybe I finish that, and that's when our meal comes, and I'm like, well, I do want another beer, but I don't want another beer worth of alcohol. So I've had it like with food, out with family, talking after a beer. So yeah, definitely never just had this. So I'm really excited to just have one independent of anything else, and also to just kind of contemplate it. So yeah, super stoked. I think there was another one that they sent that I might have had, but like this one, I definitely have had. 65 calories, water, malted barley, oats, hops, wheat, and yeast. The beer nerd in me does kind of wish I knew what hops were in it. But yeah, that seems to be everything worth saying. Packaged. Oh, this is very fresh. This is less than a month old. All right, let's get into it. So yeah, it's got that nice like copper, like light copper color, a little bit of yellow in there. It looks unfiltered, but certainly not a hazy looking IPA. Almost like 3/4 of a finger ahead. It's pretty white, somewhat compact bubbles. Let's get into the aroma. So this one I do get a little bit of what I think is carbonic acid. An earthy, definitely this earthy herbal hoppiness, a little bit of citrus. Oh, man, there's something else. What is that? It's like there is a little bit of the citrus zest, but there's something else that's familiar. Maybe like this herbal tea thing. It smells pretty good. Let's get into the glass. Cheers, and thanks again, Athletic. Appreciate it. So on the taste, I said citrus on the aroma. On the taste, that's elevated. Orange, lemon for sure. Some of the like squeezing the juice out, but definitely some of that zestiness. There is this, it's more floral than earthy, more herbal tea than dank or anything. So it does have notes I'll get in an IPA. A little less common. I mean, the citrus stuff is very common. But yeah, a little bit more herbal, tea, floral that way. It's got a nice a bitterness. It's got a little bit of a like vibrancy to it. Interestingly, based on what I said before, it kind of commands my attention because it has that crispness and that bitterness bite. So it does. It kind of commands your attention, which is funny based on everything I just said. Little breadiness. Little, excuse me, I had mentioned that carbonic acid, I was getting the aroma. I don't like seltzer, any kind of seltzer. I wish I liked seltzer. It seems like such a cool, nice alternative. I'm not even talking about hard seltzer, just like, yeah, instead of having some water, I'm gonna get, a fruit, whatever kind of, watermelon seltzer, right? I'd have that instead. But that carbonic acid kills me. And I don't know if that's specifically what's in, non-alcoholic beers, or if that like shines through more or not. But like, this is, and it's interesting because this is my first review since I posted one of these Athletic reviews, so I've seen some of the comments. And maybe I should make it crystal clear, like this does not drink exactly like an alcoholic IPA. It's 80% there, 20% different, somewhere in that realm. Like vast majority tastes, on point, and then there's, the non-alcoholicness of it all. And it's not just the lack of an alcohol taste, it's part of the process and all that, I'm sure. But, and I think that's kind of obvious that they're not going to be 1-to-1. But just to put that out there. But yeah, this is nice, and it's kind of cool to contemplate it when I've had it, so many times and just kind of mindlessly consumed it while eating and talking to my family. Yeah, it's refreshing, and it does, like I was saying, like for me, it's prolonging that experience in a nice way that doesn't add alcohol. Throwing this in every other alcoholic beer for a session, something like that. Dry January, whatever makes sense. Like that kind of makes sense to me. But yeah, you guys had this one before? Are you like me where you've had it but it was kind of mindlessly, consumed, or you've had it with more intent? Anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.